everyone, and happy Tuesday. I am your host, RK, of the Adult Play Therapy Show podcast, and I just hope you guys are having an amazing day. This is the day after Memorial Day. I hope that you guys had such a fun holiday with family and friends, and if you decided to just chill and relax, which is what we did, I hope that you had a beautiful day just being able to relax. Hi, how are you, Play Family? I see J Mike 92 has joined. Black Dolly Girl, thank you so much for joining. This is an impromptu. This is honestly an impromptu. I didn't plan this at all. Honestly, I'm so excited to present this impromptu because I am going to unbox one of my GRAIL dolls. Yes, hi King Bros .h. Thank you so much for joining. So my mother got me this doll, and she got it, just as like a like what do you call it? Like a, oh, I can't even think of it. Just a sweet gift to give to me, okay? Mother's Day and my birthday's coming up, and she was like, if you want this doll, you can have it. And of course I did, because I've had this doll on my list for so long. Having a horrible day at work. I need some joy. I'm sorry to hear that. Also, the internet is a little wonky. Ugh. I'm so sorry. That really does stink when that happens, right? So hopefully this brings you a little bit of joy too. So I have opened the box, but I did not take the doll out yet. I said I would reserve that for this live. So I'm really, really excited. All right. Hello, honey. Hi. My baby just came in. So we've got bubble wrap. I always love whenever people package the dolls with love and care. And of course, the invoice. It says many thanks. That's so sweet. And without further ado, my GRAIL doll. Ta-da! Spirit of the Earth, Indigenous Barbie. She is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I will be unboxing her. I will. You guys know I'm an unboxer. I mean, bless their hearts for keeping this in a box, but that's just not how I roll at all. As you guys know, I make a lot of noise about taking my dolls out. Dolls and Girls has joined. Thank you so much for joining. We're just doing an unboxing of one of my GRAIL dolls. I give all the love to my mom for ordering this for me. Super excited. I'm really, really excited. More than likely, she will be rebodied. She will definitely have plenty of photos. Yeah, I'm breaking that seal, guys, right now. I'm excited. I'm excited. Plus, kind of have like a rough parenting day. So this is great. One of my favorites in my collection. Hey, did you unbox or did you not? I want to know. Dolls Artist 2021 has joined. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see here. Gosh, and I love how this box opens too. It's like a shoebox. Cool. Cool, cool. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, look at this. You did? I don't blame you. These dolls have to live outside of the box. Oh my God. This is so nice. Guys, if you could feel this, the texture of this here, coat is very, very nice. And even this, all of this is fabric, number one. Okay, because this is vintage. So we're looking at back in the day, right? When Mattel didn't do everything and it was just like print on. Oh, and you rebodied. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I will be rebodied, and that just helped to encourage me because I was already feeling that way. I was definitely already feeling that way. Our dolls are meant to be enjoyed. And the way that I feel about this is my personal view, personal opinion. I've shared it before. When people transcend on and their energy transforms, right? And family members have estate sales, those dolls get sold in the box, and eventually someone's going to open it. And my thing is, this is my personal view, my thing is I want to enjoy the dolls. I want to take them out. I want to touch them. I want to hold them. Now that we have the ability to rebody them, I want to rebody them. I want to go ahead and see them move and all that stuff. So that's just my personal view. If someone has it in a box and you feel comfortable with it, and that's, that makes you feel good to be able to see them in a box and what do you call it? Pristine image or look, then I say go ahead. The quality was even better with the cheaper knockoff dolls, especially like Fashion Corner and Kari Mitchell or Michael. I agree with you. When we talk about vintage, oh my gosh, we're talking about an era where everything was real. Like, look at this. This is lined. This is lined. Like, recently I got a Mr. Higgins, also compliments of my mother. And he is lined. His jacket is lined. I thought maybe this vest would be separate, but it wasn't. But I still was not disappointed because we don't get this anymore. His fedora is actual, like you can feel it. It has texture to it. And it just feels amazing. We don't get that. You even get like the little buttons. The only way you're going to get this type of suit on a modern day doll, he even has a handkerchief right here, is if you're willing to spend $75, $100 or more for one of the signature dolls. And I'm not upset about it, but not everybody has $100 or, you know, more to spend for a doll that back in the day, that was the standard. That's just where I'm at with it. I dropped his hat. That's why you guys see me looking, but I'm going to pick it up. All right, let's get back to her. I'm really, really excited. So I did do some research on her prior to her delivery. And she and her two other friends were actually made for Toys R Us. Yeah, so it's like, what is it, guys? It's spirit. She's Spirit of the Earth. Then there's Spirit of the Water, I do believe. And is there Spirit of the Wind? I'm trying to make sure I don't cut into her dress right here or her hair. One of my favorite face modes is the Goddess mode. So I love Goddess mode. I don't care what complexion the doll is. I love the Goddess mode. And she has the Goddess mode. And it's just very beautiful. So I'm trying to make sure I don't cut into the fur or the lining of her jacket. I mean her coat. So she does have a few little plastic. Oh. I like to keep the box, but I'm kind of ruining the box here. Sorry. Sorry. Alright. Oh! Look at this! Oh, she's so beautiful. But I actually didn't find as many videos. Now, she does have this plastic right here. You just kind of have to pull. Actually didn't find that many videos with her. And I definitely did not find that many videos with her or even post of her being rebodied. So, dolls and girls, I am going to have to check out your page just to see what she looks like rebodied. But I'm really looking forward to rebodying her. Unicorn Moon 2020, thank you for joining. Isn't she gorgeous? So let's take this off. Why not? Why not? It's a beautiful coat. Let's like examine the coat real quick. I'm going to put her on the side. Look at this coat. I wouldn't mind having this in human scale. I definitely wouldn't. Completely lined. And this fur. That's so up my alley. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And then for any of you guys that are getting the Doctor Who, that's right here. I mean, like, that would be fabulous to pair this and then have him with his Doctor Who trench coat. Oh my gosh. I see couples alert right there. Doll Diva 69, thank you so much for joining. Just over here unboxing Spirit of the Earth Barbie. She is a vintage doll. What year was she? Was she 1991? I can like totally look on the box. Let's see here. What year? She's gorgeous. And she was a good price. Because if you look online, these dolls right here, Spirit of the Earth, you're looking at like $200, $250. Some people are just like asking bizarre prices. I'm like, come on. That's not right. That's not right. Here goes her certificate of authenticity. And yes, she was made for Mattel. I don't see a year. 2001. I don't know why I thought that, I thought she was a different year. But by 2001, I had actually stopped collecting. And I just had, like, the dolls that I had in my box that I was keeping at the time. So it does make sense that I didn't know about this doll at the time. I don't even think I had, like, a favorite face mode. I did have dolls that I really did like and cherish. Well, I take that back. I like the Steffi face mode, and I love the Christy face mode. Those were like my favorites. But I'm loving the Goddess face mode. Oh my goodness. She looks beautiful. And this hair is crazy. It's crazy thick. And it feels really good. It's nice and soft. And honestly, her body is not bad at all. And she does have I call it the click click, but I just learned it's actually called like the snap legs or something. I call it click click. It's like click click. It makes like a click sound. It makes me happy. Hi, Kamaya Royal official page. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not going to get her nude or anything like that because I don't want to get in trouble. Although it is a doll, so I don't understand what the big deal is, but people do get offended whenever you start stripping the doll. I'm just going to take this plastic piece out of her hair in the back. Like I said, we're going full on unboxing. Oh, I didn't even need the scissors, which is good. Hopefully I don't mess up her hair. Hello, love. Hello, Places. How are you doing? So we're just going to go ahead and take her hair on down. Oh, look at that hair. Shake it, shake it, shake it. I whip my hair back and forth. Okay, so I don't have the brush right now, so I should not do that. I'm just like so excited. I want to whip it. She looks gorgeous. And I tell you what, she kind of reminds me of the Filipino goddess who I have right over here. I'm going to put her body in front because she's nude. Yeah, like with the hair. Not as much as the color, although I do see some brown highlights. So her hair is like black and like coffee with coffee streaks. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then right here, of course, my Filipino goddess, she also has the braids. I've tied it to the back, but she has the braids up front. Very, very similar to Spirit of the Earth. Yes, yes. And she has this beautiful necklace. Oh, and so one of the dolls that I saw on the Tube of You, which you guys should check out my page on the Tube of You if you haven't already. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. Because there's some fun content on there. And this year, especially now that we have, well, I was about to say spring break, but summer break, I will be able to add even more on that page. So like, share, comment, and follow, subscribe, because you will enjoy it. Look right here. So one of the people that I did see on the Tube of You said that this right here, this little tape part had actually broke because she had been in the box for so long, and eventually, you know, the rubber band, it just deteriorates. So I'm really glad to see that hers did not, but I am going to be taking it off. So, oh well. But I'm glad to see that she's in really good condition. She's like basically mint. Look at this. So we have fringes right here. She has a charm that has a symbol on it. I don't know if that's like a buffalo or it looks like it has to be something that has to do for Earth, right? I know, I'm like, oh, my eyes are like squinting. And of course we have the eagle right here. So this could possibly be an eagle. I have to make sure. I have to look that up. But this is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. We have a bird right here. I do believe it's an eagle. Oh, and the feel of the fabric. It's just beautiful. I mean, and then she has her moccasins. We just don't get this kind of quality anymore. And maybe the good thing about not getting this kind of quality is that it helps us to really appreciate the quality that we used to get. I think sometimes we can get so used to something that we're like, oh, okay, not a real big deal until you don't get it anymore. What is that? You don't miss your water until your well's dry and you're like, oh, I miss it. So that's why I try my best to appreciate life, appreciate the individuals in my life. Am I good at it every day? Of course not. Of course not. But I try my best to always appreciate my family, my children, of course, my husband, my mom, and just different things in my life. Because I don't want to be one of those people that's like, I miss my water now that the well's dry. And I feel that way about a lot of the vintage dolls that we had. That it was so easy for us to just get used to the quality because it was always there. Now we don't have it, and it's like, why aren't the dolls like that? Why is it pixelated? Why is this wonky guy? Why is this? It's just how the times are, you know? And if you really want that quality, shop vintage, right? Because when I look at her face, oh my gosh, dazzling. Like, I have lights on around me, guys. Above me, surrounding me. No glare. She has no glare. Dan, the man 6631, thank you so much for joining. We're doing an unboxing today of Spirit of the Earth Barbie. And I'm telling you, this face is quite divine. There is no glare. Of course, if I move it this way, but even with that, like, that's just from the light being too exposed on her face. But it's not an actual glare that we would receive from a doll nowadays. Does that make sense? So, and in this bag, like I said, I'm not going to make her totally nude, but we do have snaps. Yes, snaps. Not Velcro, but snaps. The belt itself, which is where we see the eagle, also has a snap. Her hair is connected. These front braids are connected to, you know, this belt right here. So I will have to actually cut that away. And this, oh, okay. So it's just coming off on its own. Cool. Use my trusted scissors. Yes. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I don't cut anything. There we go. So here goes this belt. I'm loving these fringes. I'm going to tell you why I love fringes so much. So as you may or may not know, I talk about it quite often. I grew up with my mom being a seamstress and a designer. She had fashion shows. She made clothes. She made the patterns for the clothes. She did everything, right? And I remember she used to have this red leather dress. And I literally remember her putting the leather on this like shredder, this machine that would shred the leather and make it into fringes. Very, very dangerous. Okay, this is during the 70s and 80s and so forth. So this wasn't like, didn't have like the same safety equipment, you know, that we have right now. It wasn't the same regulations of safety. And I'm very glad she didn't hurt herself. But I just remember I would play with the fringes because it was just amazing to me. And then when her models would, you know, have the dress on, in particular, my cousin Sonia would generally model the red dress. It was red and black. And I just remember she would put her arms out and these fringes would just hang and she would, you know, just sashay them, and it was so gorgeous. So I have a thing for fringes. I really, really do. It just takes me back to childhood. The quality was better. It was better then, but at least we get better articulation and a lot of prettier face sculpts now. And the variation of face sculpts is better now too, because nowadays we get darker skin Kiara sculpts. Yes, I have one sitting over there and she's gorgeous with the fro and the purple lips, but I did change her lip color. But beautiful. And very light Christy, true. And the Shani sculpts, that's one thing I appreciate about current Barbie. I agree with you. I fully agree with you on that comment. Yes. Not all of it's crap. Not all of it's crap. So best believe I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, it's all just crap. Because I have some amazing dolls. This one right here. And love, I'm so in love with her. This is the Aaliyah. Love her. We did not have that one back then. She is so smiley, but I think that she's so cute. I really, really do. I think that she's adorable, and she's one of the later dolls that we have. Oh, my alarms are going off, guys. I don't want to be ghetto and start yelling for someone to turn my alarms off. Let me go turn my alarms off. I'll be right back. All right. You're like, what happened? I stumbled over someone's pirate chest. Our 3-year-old has a pirate chest and I stumbled over it. So the Shani and Jamal faces are my favorite Barbie and Ken faces from the 90s. Okay. Hi, youth. Why, Mike? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I'm okay. I stumbled on that pirate chest. Thank you. Okay, so now that we have taken off that belt, I'm just going to pull this thread right here. We now see the full outfit. I actually thought this was going to be a skirt and a shirt. So I didn't know it was a full dress. I really do like it. Love 90s and 80s Barbies too. I really, really do. And I do appreciate the dolls that we have right now. I have some very beautiful face sculpts. Very, very beautiful. I love the Barbie basics. I love the looks dolls. Some of these faces are just completely undeniable. But I will definitely say that if you're wanting dolls that do not have the pixelation, you do have to pay a little bit more. Sometimes you can look up with a fashionista and the doll is gorgeous. It's great. You know, photographs like magic. And then sometimes you don't. But I have learned, and it's over here. Let me see if I can grab it. This right here has been my friend. And this is the Mr. Super Clear. Oh, and I learned about this from another doll account. Is it at Julie B? I can't remember her full handle. But she told me about the Mr. Super Clear. And this has, at the time, I got the supplies and just was busy with life and had a baby. And it was our, you know, our number 10. And I just really have been able, between last year and this year, to kind of sit down and spray my dolls. And I do see a difference whenever I photograph them. The Mr. Super Clear makes a huge difference, especially this is flat. So if you don't have it, I advise you to get it, because when I take a photo and I use this Mr. Super Clear flat, it literally makes the eyes and everything matte. It does give the dolls a more realistic look, which I also like, but it definitely takes away the shine. So that makes me happy. Maybe because I had several Ken and black Steven dolls with the Jamal face, I bought all 4 for my childhood Steven and black Ken dolls I owned as a child, as adult, to collect in the box. Okay. Not a problem at all. You know, and that's the thing about it. And that's what I love about what we do, is that this allows us to really reconnect with our inner child and find that happiness. Because guys, sometimes when I'm just having like a stressful day, trying to get projects done, trying to cook, trying to make sure that I'm mommying the right way, that I'm wifing the right way, trying to get photos and videos out of my phone, not just for posting, but also to put to my external hard drive, trying to just balance bills and balance life. Guys, I will just literally walk into our doll room, because I share a doll room with my girls, and even if I don't get a chance to play, even if I don't get a chance to change any clothes or play with any hair or switch a head onto a movable body, whatever the case may be, if I can just walk in here and kind of look around and see my dioramas, it brings me so much joy. Yes, dolls are therapy. That's why we talk about adult play therapy. Oh my goodness, I know I said I was going to cut this real short, but I had the honor and the privilege to go to a women's event over the weekend. And the event that I went to, I actually used to be one of the committee members. And I had to leave because I was put on bed rest. I was pregnant with our twins. I needed to go on bed rest for a period of time. And so I could no longer fulfill my obligations there. And then I had a number 8 and a number 9. And went really, really hard with my book tours and my book signings. Boom, COVID hit, the pandemic. I wasn't able to do as much. And rediscovered my love for dolls through my girls who were watching my Froggy stuff, and they were like, hey, we want to do some of the things that we've seen on my Froggy stuff. And they went to their dad, and their dad came to me, and I was like, okay, let's do it, no better time than this. And my grandfather had just passed away, and he wasn't just my granddad, he was like a dad to me. He was my best friend. So that hurt, and then our family dog had passed away. So it just was something that was cathartic for me and that I needed. And it gave me time with my girls, and we bonded. And before we knew it, we typed in doll community and hashtag Barbie, and boom, all of you beautiful people came up and all the beautiful work that you do. And here it is, so many years later, and I'm still a part and rocking with you guys, and you guys are rocking with me, and I love it. I love it. So I go to this women's event. I haven't been there in years. And I was talking about what we do in our doll community and talking to them about the adult play therapy podcast show. And they were just like, oh, okay, you're still doing that, and you're doing this, and you're doing this. And they wanted to know, they were like, so the people in your community, you call it doll therapy, you call it play therapy. Does this have anything to do about mental health? Or, and you're like, what is this? Because they really wanted to know. They really were like, what's going on? What kind of therapy is this? So I let them know, this is doll therapy. Our play therapy, regardless if you are golfing, you play chess, you do bowling, you crochet, you sew, you design, you do art, you dance, you make beats. Whatever form of play that you get into, right, is your play. That's what relaxes you. And I said, the guests who come to the show, who speak, who chat with me, these are individuals from all various walks of life. Some people are suffering with depression and anxiety. Some people have had someone close to them pass away. Like I said, my grandfather passed away prior to me beginning my journey in our doll community and in our play community. I've talked to people whose mothers have passed away, a dear loved one has passed away, and they've been able to incorporate that family member into their storyline or into their photos. And it's helped them. It's been cathartic for them. It's been something that's been soothing for them. It's been something that's been therapeutic for them, right? And in turn, also therapeutic for someone else. Also, I've talked to people who said, I just had a busy work day and I was stressed out, and being able to sit down and play and have some time to myself helped out a whole lot. There are some people who are like, I don't have any ongoing issues. There aren't any traumas that I've experienced. It's just that being able to play reconnects me with this inner child energy that makes life feel enjoyable. And that's the whole point. It doesn't really matter what your background is, if there's trauma or no trauma. It's still therapy. It's still therapeutic, because for some people, going to the golf course is therapeutic. Some people being on the basketball court is therapeutic. Some people putting their tights on and doing ballet, that's therapeutic for them. So it's whatever makes you feel at your greatest. It gives you confidence. It gives you ease, right? It puts a smile on your face. That's play therapy. That's what play therapy is. For my grandfather, who I just spoke about, and actually he just had a birthday in May, he used to play solitary. That was his play therapy. After he got done with the woes of the day, he would grab his play cards and he could do that for hours, guys. Sitting at the table or sitting, lounging on his bed. That was his way of release. All of us have different forms of play therapy, and it's something that helps us throughout our day and keeps us connected to the people that we are as individuals and keeps us connected as a community. The favorite one was Black Dr. Ken and Tommy. Not many people mentioned that set like they mentioned the Caucasian set. So very, very true. And I saw that set. I love that set. I really, really do. And that's one of my goals, is to go ahead and recapture some of the dolls that I didn't get a chance to have in my childhood, or that I did have, because I've seen some dolls and I'm like, oh, I had that one and I don't have it right now. I really want the family heart set, the African American family heart set. I had that one when I was a kid, and I think I've shared with you guys that family heart set. I remember going to Toys R Us with my mom and we got that. I wanted that set so bad because I desperately wanted to have like a family unit. I wanted to have the mom, dad, babies, right? I came from parents that were divorced, and so I wanted that. I desperately wanted that, and those dolls really did encourage me to get married, to have a family. So I believe that the mission was accomplished when it came to me. That's kind of hanging low, but that was accomplished when it came to me, as far as being inspired from Barbie to want to have a family of my own. Barbie can be anything, right? So these are very, very cute moccasins. Again, we're dealing with texture, real fabric. Very, very nice. And they come off, and she has the classic pointed toes. But I'm definitely going to be rebodiing her, guys. There's no way, because I want this face in my doll community. I do. She's already in the doll community, but I want this face on a made-to-move body. She's gorgeous. So I don't know who's going to lose their body, but somebody is. Somebody is. I know. I always imagine that the dolls are probably like, oh no. Like when a new doll comes, they're like, oh no, who's going to lose the body? One of y'all are going to lose your body. That is without a doubt. without a doubt. So guys, I wanted I wanted to share with you guys this moment so you could see this beautiful doll here. I don't have a name for her yet, but I will have one, and you will definitely be seeing her around. Isn't she beautiful? She is so beautiful. Ah, I love her. I love her. I'm just looking around all my other dolls because I love my dolls. This is like this is my happy place. Life is good. Life is good. So this definitely helped lighten my day. And this coat, oh, I've got to find this in human form. I have to. This is gorgeous. I am loving this. I don't really know what it's made out of. My mother would know. I know. I'm so sad. I should know. I don't know. I don't know. It's very, very textured, though. Extremely textured. It's not a suede. Oh, no, this is the fur. This is faux fur. Why is the word faux, though? Has anyone ever asked that? It's F-A-U-X. How do we get faux out of that? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, that was a little rant for you. Just a little rant, but I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm telling you, if I could just like squeeze more than my finger in this jacket, I would be wearing it, or this coat. I would definitely be wearing this. This is just totally rad. This is nice. This is nice. I love it. I love it. So, but I didn't get her just for the coat. You know, I didn't request her for the coat because I was like, you know, drive my mom up the wall about it. I was like, have you seen this doll? Because she told me. Here goes a funny story real quick. She was in a thrift store with her friend, and she called me and was just like, oh, I saw this Barbie, and she's describing the Barbie to me. She's like, the box is really messed up though. Right? Now she says that she told me, and if you guys want to know who my mom is, in about 2-3 other posts back, you'll see the two of us in a car talking about the Met Gala. Check out that video. But yeah, so she says that she told me it was the Spirit of the Earth Barbie. I really don't remember this. I don't. Thank you so much for joining. I don't. But she promises that she did. Long story short, she says the doll is there, and I was like, no, not right now. Now, it's totally possible because, you know, I have 10 kids. It's totally possible that she may have just caught me in one of those moments where I really wasn't processing everything. She was like, it's a good price. And I probably wasn't processing it. Okay, now you fast forward a little bit. Hi, manga woman doll lover. How are you? Fast forward, and I'm looking through, you know, Mercari, eBay, all this other stuff with her. And I was like, you see this doll, let me know, because this is my GRAIL. I really want that doll. I have a list, and she's on the top of it. She's like, oh yeah, I saw that doll. I was like, oh, when did you see that doll? She said at the thrift store. Remember I called you and I told you. And I'm like, no, I don't remember. I would remember. So for me, I don't remember. I just don't. But for her, she says that it did happen. So either way, she's here now. That's what matters. That's what counts. I am learning doll collectors and play family, not to knock the thrift stores and swap meets at all. At all. Like I said, I don't know where my state of mind was at the time, my frame of thought, you know, could have just had a very busy day at the time, and then that's kind of what I think happened. I think I just had a busy day, and when she brought it up, I was just probably, my mind was just not on Barbies at the time. It just was not on Barbie. And so when she said it, I was like, no. And then there are some dolls that are of the First Nations, that are vintage, and they just really don't look First Nations. They do not look, they have very little ethnic qualities and features, if that makes any sense. They just look like a Millie, and they just added a little bit of a hue to, and that's it. And I don't like those. And it could have been possible that when she brought it up, I was probably just thinking of that doll and not realizing it was literally the Spirit of the Earth Barbie that I have been wanting the whole time. So I'm really excited. I hope that this unboxing helped for you guys. She does look like Pocahontas. She does have the Pocahontas look, only Pocahontas was only like 9 or 10 years old. Yeah. I actually posted about that in my story over the weekend, I think. I think over the weekend I posted about that. You know, it's very, very sad because our culture, and especially Disney, has romanticized Pocahontas. I'm about to go on a little bit of a quick little tangent, but we have romanticized Pocahontas, and the truth of the nature is that she was very traumatized, very much tortured by the colonization of her, you know, of her people, and she was only 9 or 10 years old when this stuff was going on. Not the 25-year-old or 21-year-old woman that they made her look like on the Disney movie. I have so many issues with Disney. I really, really do. I used to love Disney when I was younger, and yes, we do still watch Disney now, not as much in our household. I'm somebody I'm a history buff, guys. I'm a history buff. And I really like history to be told the way that it was. And I feel that the only way that changes and transformation can take place is whenever we confront the history that made us who we are. And then we can adjust. We can become anew. But if you don't know the truth of something, how do you grow from that? So we need to tell the atrocities so that there can be healing. There is no healing without truth. And that's the same in family units. If there's no truth, there's no healing. And the cycle of dysfunction continues to go on and on and on. Yes, I'm aware of the inaccuracies. I know, right? And it's troubling that we allow the inaccuracies to keep going. And I just think it's because, you know, we have an issue as a society, as a global society, really being open to what the truth is, and fear that maybe removing the scab is going to cause more pain. But sometimes you gotta remove the scab so it can properly heal and become what it needs to. So that's just my spiel. That's just my spill. A little nugget to drop in there for you. But I'm loving this doll. She is definitely going to get rebodied. I hope that this unboxing was helpful for you guys. If you guys already have her, yay. If you're thinking about getting her, I would say definitely do so. Just stay on top of the different pages where you can purchase her. Facebook Marketplace is always one. Thrift stores, swap meets are always another. There's Mercari, there's eBay, there's of course Amazon. But I would definitely say to kind of like toggle between the eBay and the Mercari for actually any of your GRAIL dolls that you have. I think sometimes eBay can be a little bit cheaper. And I could be wrong, but I want to say eBay can be a little bit cheaper. And it just, of course, depends on the doll. But just kind of, you know, stay on top of it. And by you doing your due diligence, you will come up with your doll in the right season. So, guys, I think this is the fun of collecting, being able to grab hold to the doll of our interest and check it off the list. And be able to, you know, move on to the next one. But for me as a collector, I love to just marinate with the new doll. So before I just go embracing other dolls, like, oh, well, checked off the list, new one, I am definitely going to be spending some good quality time with her, getting her hair washed, because I love whenever a doll, right now she just smells like just smells manufactured, you know. Not a problem. Not a problem. Like I said, she's mint, and I'm happy about that. But I'm gonna wash her hair so I just have like that nice fresh smell. I love smells too. So like when I'm playing and interacting with my dolls and photographing them, and I can smell their hair, it just like helps heighten my sense of enjoyment. So I will be washing her hair and getting her all nice and spiffy and on a made to move body, and just spending some time with her. Well, I can say this. It's good to see another Black girl like me that loves dolls. Well, thank you. Yes, I'm so glad that you clicked on the channel. Thank you. Stay connected. Stay connected. Like I was telling everyone else, you know, go to the Tube of You, where you can also subscribe and see some other fun content, and stay connected to the podcast where I have some amazing guests. Speaking of which, mark your calendars, guys. Mark those calendars. Oh, if you see this right here, it's just because I actually kind of like sprained my wrist. Your girl's getting a little bit older. I was getting off the bed. I hate to even say it. I was scooting myself off the bed, and this wrist literally like collapsed in. It was like, I was like, oh my God. And it hurt. It hurt. But it took almost 2 days before this like little nudge like popped up. And our 3-year-old, he was, you know, messing with my wrist and shaking my hands. And I was like, ow. ow, like it hurt. And he's only 3, he's strong, but it shouldn't hurt that bad. I was like, ow. And that's when I noticed I had a bump right there, like a bulge. I was like, what is this crap? What is this? So husband gave me this right here, this splint to just kind of like keep everything in place. Been putting castor oil on it. Talked to my sister last night. She was like, make sure that you're taking that Motrin and stuff. Make sure you eat beforehand or get some milk beforehand so it doesn't upset your tummy. So that's what I've been doing, guys. Getting that Motrin in and just making sure that I keep it as, you know, straight as possible so that it can heal properly. It's just one of those things. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit older and the healing process is different. It's just different. I'm not 20 anymore. Things are different. That's okay. But guys, mark those calendars. Mark those calendars. February. What month is this? June. Oh, I'm so many months back. June. The 13th on a Friday. Guys, we are going to be chatting with Dolls in a Box. I want to say it's at 8 p.m. It is on the flyer, on the virtual flyer that's on my page on the very top of the grid. You're going to see it on there. It's got a little song, the Boots song. Yeah, Boots on the Ground song. So guys, check it out. Mark those calendars. It's going to be Friday the 13th. I want to say at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you live somewhere else and you have a different location and your timing's different, I also have those listed. Now, if I don't have it listed, then you're going to have to probably do the math and figure out on your own what time the show is going to be, you know, presented in your area. But it's going to be, I want to say 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Double check with me on my page. Look at that virtual flyer. Dolls in a Box. I'm so excited. I'm always so excited about the people that I talk to because, guys, you guys are amazing. You're creative. You have such a spunk and just a fun motivation to be able to present your whole self, and I love it. So I am very, very thrilled to be able to chat with Dolls in a Box. June 13th at 8 p.m. So mark those calendars. So you're on YouTube, huh? Yes, I am. On my birthday month. Of course, mine is later in the month, but it's in June and it's coming. Yay! I'm a June baby. I am a June baby. So I love being able to hear this. Actually, our household has a lot of June babies. Daddy and I were quite busy and pop. We got, I want to say we have like 6 people in June. Yeah, 6. There's 6 of us in June. So June's a hot month for us. Eventually, we plan on taking like a little month vacation for all the June births because that is quite a lot of birthdays in 1 month. But yeah, June is that happening month. And this chat on Friday, June 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be a hot conversation. So I want you guys to join. Make sure that you have your calendars marked. Make sure that you have the notification already on there. Gemini or Cancer. Gemini. Although Gemini and Cancers are so very much similar. I don't know a whole lot about the horoscopes, though. I really, really don't. So I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to go there. I'm like, oh, they're kind of like the same. And then someone's like showing me like how much different that they are. I don't know. But I'm twin sign. I'm twin sign all the way. Although I remember people would say to me, they're like, they would say, you know, little sly comments about me being a twin sign. And I'm like, everybody has another personality. Shout out to my air signs. There you go. It's like, are you serious? Everybody does. I may just have a little bit extra. That's okay. Everybody got a little something extra. All right. So, guys, I have enjoyed our conversation together. I enjoyed our chat. Thank you so much for interacting with me. Tell me about your favorite doll faces, your favorite doll molds, your favorite era of collecting dolls, why doll therapy and play therapy is important to you. We talked about a lot. And we even talked about Geminis and Cancer and air signs. Hey. And this unboxing was so much fun. So hopefully we'll be able to do something like this again. Again, check those calendars, mark those calendars, stay connected to me on here, on Instagram, as well as on the tube of you. Yes, I love my Geminis. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, Magnum Woman Doll Lover said, I love my Geminis. We are special people. We truly, truly are. I love all the different signs for different reasons. And I think that they all have their own little flaws and issues as well, right? But Geminis, we're dynamic. We're special people. I can't think of another sign that I would want to be other than just me. It's just the truth. I like my sign. I like my sign. For me, growing up during the school time, the best time of the year was summer break because of my birthday. And then right after my birthday would hit, I was like ready for school again. You can ask my mom. I was just like, okay, let's get back to school. Let's get back. Couldn't wait for August, September. I'm like, let's go. So yeah, only reason why I love summer because my birthday. So now, you know, things are a little different. There's a lot of summer babies to celebrate, and it's not just about mommy's birthday anymore. And that's still cool. That's still cool. I'm still down with it. So all right, guys, that June 13th at 8 p.m. I'll see you guys later.